What's up, y'all? Bluff City here with another video. This right here, absolutely wild. Babysitter who murdered a 22-month-old. She was watching sentenced to life being in prison. Mm. She deserves it. A 22-month-old baby is absolutely wild. Before I get into this, make sure you like, share, subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. Hodges, 24, was sentenced to life without parole in connection with the 2022 murder of a 22-month-old she was babysitting. And this is the world's best babysitter right here. She kind of looked like a demon in the face, if you ask me. A Michigan woman who murdered a 22-month-old child she was babysitting was sentenced to life. Kimora Hodges was found guilty in July of 2025 of felony murder and first-degree child abuse following a 6-day trial in the Macomb County prosecutor said in a press release on Tuesday, November 4th. Hodges was initially charged in June after the child died. Officials determined he suffered multiple injuries, including a subdural hemorrhage and bilateral retinal hemorrhages, per the release. Mm. At the time, WDIV citing police reported that Hodges called the child's mother, Taylor Starks, 18, and claimed the 22-month-old Kyrie was suffering an allergic reaction after ingesting soap. But according to Starks, Kyrie was having seizures when she arrived home and he was taken to the hospital. He had blunt force trauma to the head, and he was bleeding out his ears and had to have immediate brain surgery, Starks told. That is insane, dude. Why this woman did this to this baby? Oh man, maybe we'll find out later. Who knows? All I know is she threw my son into the wall and shook him up pretty. Oh God. And shook him up pretty bad. And they said that's just a bit of what she did to him. That's not even everything. Oh my God, dude. It really irritates me to my core when people do harm to such young, vulnerable children because they absolutely cannot defend themselves. How can that 22-month-old baby defend itself? How? Hodges was sentenced on November 4th to life in prison without parole for the murder and conviction of 15 to 40 years for the child abuse charge. Okay, so they gave her, I'm glad they gave her life. Because if they gave her what, just 10 years, 15 years, I would have been like, nah, that's not enough. That's not enough at all. Life, absolutely perfect. The sentence had been handed down today. The sentence handed down today reflects the severity of the crime committed. The defendant's actions resulted in the tragic death of an innocent child, and the court has imposed a life sentence without the possibility of parole to hold her fully accountable. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I love that. I absolutely love that. Macomb County Prosecutor Peter J. Lucido said in a statement, "Our thoughts remain with the victim's family whose lives have been forever changed by this senseless act. The justice system has a duty to protect the most vulnerable, and today's sentence underscores that duty." I love that. I love that. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Justice has definitely been served for that 22-month-old baby. Following Kyrie's death, his mother posted a tribute on Instagram. "I'm hurting so bad because you were my everything," she wrote. "I had you at 16 by myself, and we've been doing this together ever since. We were growing up together no matter how bad we struggled or was going through. You never judged me." Mm, mm. I really hope, not only she's going to get that life sentence, but when she dies in that prison, she will burn in hell for an eternity. and she will have this on her mind for the rest of her life. You took the life of one of the most innocent beings, a 22-month-old, just short of 2 years. This baby didn't even get to live 2 years. Just 2 months shy. 2 months shy of being 2 years old. And this piece of shit decided to take its life. Maybe the baby was crying too much, this, that, and the third. She couldn't handle it and she just snapped. Now she's paying for it. And rightfully so. A life sentence that is perfect. Now, if it were solely up to me, I would have had her fried. I would have just had her fried like chicken. But, life sentence. She'll never be on the streets anymore. She'll never be around anyone's kids. And good luck surviving prison, because I'm pretty sure you're going to be asked, hey, what you in here for? And then once those other inmates find out you killed a baby, yeah, you're going to have a rough time. A very rough time in prison. And you got to be there until the day you die. You had it coming. This motherfucker right here had it coming. Taking a life. 22 months. Life gone. Absolutely nuts. And I'm glad justice has prevailed for the mother and the child, because, like I said earlier, this would have been absolutely horrendous had she only gotten 2 to 5, maybe even just 10 years and ended up being back on the street, being on probation for 10, 15 years. So the life sentence is good. It's good, because she don't need to be on the streets whatsoever, not near anyone's children ever again. And with that being said, I'm going to end the video right there. I really do appreciate y'all watching if you made it all the way to the end. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Also, make sure you go down to the description and hit the Linktree link so you can follow me on other social media platforms, as well as donate to this channel directly via Cash App or PayPal. And if you do so, I will shout you out in my next video. Also, the super thanks feature is also available, so if you want to donate that way, you can do that too, and I will also shout you out if you do that as well. With that being said, thank you for watching. Be safe out there. Don't have knuckleheads like this babysit your children. Have a good one. Peace.